Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them all dressed like $1 million, diamond things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Yeah. Steve Harvey. Get on, y'all. Better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Yeah, join in with me. If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Yeah, turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. So y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn them on. You gotta turn them on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Steve Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey. Man, oh man, got a radio show. Yeah, I do. God's so big to me, man. I just have to tell you about it. I can't help it. It's rather obvious to me how big, how good God is. He's absolutely tremendous. He's off the chain. He on one. He be clowning. He be just showing out. Man, I'm just over here just on the receiving end. You know, if you're out there, start your mission today. Start your mission today. What are you waiting for? Why do we as people delay what we want or delay the process to begin what we want, our hopes, our dreams, our desires? Why won't you start your mission today? Why don't we all decide together that just individually, look, you listening, you got something that you've been dreaming about. You got an ambition of yours that's not yet fulfilled. You got goals you haven't accomplished yet. Everybody has them. Everybody's got them. Everybody's got something that's on the table that they haven't yet attacked yet. What are you waiting for? Start your mission today. Stop the procrastination now. The procrastination is only hurting you, yourself. If you got a goal, an aspiration, a dream, and you fall off track momentarily, you can get back to that. Because God knows where you left off. Now, you may have to accomplish a few more things since you stopped for a long period of time, but God knows where you left off. You can get back on track. Look, man, this dream of being on TV since I was a kid, it got off track now. It got off track. I just kept it as one of the dreams. And in some real dark moments when it looked like it wasn't going to happen, all I was hanging on to was just a hope that one day it could. But that's what faith is really about. Faith is the belief in things that you cannot see. But faith gives you the confidence to keep hoping, man. Sometimes it just keep hope alive. Sometimes, you heard Jesse Jackson say it, just keep hope alive. Sometimes, man, it's just the hope. I was hanging on a hope. And I'm talking about when it got real ugly and funky out there for me. When it looked like I wasn't going to ever make it. And all of the facts was in and everything pointed in the direction you're not going to make it. You done really messed up this time. Then I sat there and I just hung on to the hope. But man, that's what I'm saying. If you got a dream or an aspiration or vision or something, when you fall off track and you want to go get back in line, God holds your place. See, he held on to that for me. He knew I was off track and out of line, but he said, okay, here's where we stopped. You want to be on TV. Now, when you get it together and you quit tripping and you come and you turn to me, I'm going to hold your place, put you back in line, then we go and finish the journey. That took me a lot longer to get here than I wanted to, but then it was necessary because I needed all of them mishaps to happen to me along the way. So when I got on the radio one day, which I did not see coming, Steve Harvey got a radio show, y'all. That's why I say it every day. See, because of this radio show that I didn't see coming, now I have stories to tell. I got experiences to share. And I can tell you about me better than I can tell you about anybody. And I done been through enough where it's relatable, where enough people can go, man, that happened to me. Appreciate you saying that. That's what it was for. See, I get it now. See, at the time, though, I didn't like what was happening to me. At the time, I was really in total disagreement with God on a lot of stuff he was pulling off on me. But in essence, I was really pulling it off on myself. But through his grace and mercy, he kept me through all of my mistakes, all my bad decisions, all my miscalculations, all my misfires, all the times I knowingly stepped out there and did wrong. He forgave me. He said, because, man, if you ever come to me, I have a plan for you that is going to be far and above. It will supersede everything you've ever dreamed of. That's what I did. I just got sick of me, good and sick of me. And I turned it over to God. And then God started working. And here I am today. Now, is he through with me yet? Nope. Have I arrived yet? Nope. But guess what? The journey is cool. You know, it's like I was talking to this young brother the other day about comedy. He's a really good stand-up, you know, this young dude is really good. He said, man, what is this I feel every night before I go on stage? I don't know what it is. I just want it off me. I said, sir, listen to me, young dude. This thing that climbs on my back every night before I go on stage, I don't know what it is. It's got something to do with pressure. It's got something to do with anticipation. It's got a whole lot to do with the fear of falling. He said, what you mean by that? I said, every night I walk out on stage, it's like I'm about to go and step off a cliff. I said, it's a sickening feeling. He said, man, but you do so well. I said, that's because the parachute opens. I said, but I want you to understand something. When I first walk out there, it's just stepping off the cliff. Now, these jokes provide a parachute, which slows my descent when I jump off the cliff. And I turn it into a glide. And then I take the audience this way, and I swing them back over to that way. We might swing out to the Colorado Rockies. We may go down to Miami with this joke. We may take it on out to L.A. And I just swing back and forth till I land softly. The crowd cheers. The night is over with. I said, but it's been too many nights, though, when I walked off that cliff and I pulled the cord and the parachute didn't open. I said, nah, I'm just free falling out there for 30 minutes. Ain't no jokes working, ain't the parachute didn't open. I said, so see, that's what it's like for me. And then you know what I found out? If you done walked off the cliff in life and you ain't got no God in your life, it's like not having a parachute. You step off the cliff and you just free falling. Now see, now that fall gets you closer to the grave, right? See, we all heading to the grave from the moment we're born. But the cool thing about a relationship with God is when you step off the cliff and you got God, he a parachute. You still going down, but it's a nice ride. And God just helps your descent appear more like a rise and more like a euphoric fall. Instead of not having no God in your life and you just walking off that cliff every day, free falling, ain't got no cord, you steady pulling, you hollering the whole way because you done messed around with yourself and ain't let God come into your life and provide a parachute for you. I would rather have a parachute since I got to jump every day than to not have one. God has been like a parachute for me. Ask me where that came from. I can't tell you. But like I always say, most good things that happen in my life that I can't explain, it's usually him.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show. right, everybody. I know you have listened to other radio shows. Yes, you have. Don't lie to me. Don't you lie to me, but you keep coming back. And the reason you come back here, right here, I'm talking about right here, because we are the baddest radio show in the entire world. This your boy, J. Anthony Brown, but we could not do it, would not, Kate not, without Shirley Strawberry. What is up, Shirley Strawberry? What is up with you this morning?
We are all up this morning, Jay. We are all up this morning. Good morning.
Are we not the baddest radio show in the world, Carla Farrell? Tell them.
We are, I'ma tell them. Number one, hold that finger up, that index finger. Number one, Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Yes, that's right. And,
good morning.
And he is back by popular demand. My main man, my writing buddy. Y'all give it up for Junior in the morning, man. What's up, Junior?
Morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm Grace. I'm free. I feel so free.
We're all free, Junior.
No, I'm free.
For 400 years.
Inside. Come
I'm
on.
free.
All
I'm telling you.
inside.
I'm good.
And last but not
I
least,
can't-
is the king of pranks. Y'all put your hands together for Tommy. What's up, Tommy?
It's morning time. I say it's morning time.
It's morning time. Yeah, what's the next one?
Who in the hell left the gate open? Is that what you're waiting on?
Yeah, I like that.
Boy.
I like that. Yeah.
Well,
What's up? Hump day, let's go.
Yeah.
Hump day.
Hump
Day.
day.
Yeah, hump day.
Day 2 of the Democratic presidential debates.
It was good last
Yeah.
night.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Good.
it
Kinda
was
fire,
entertaining
Yeah.
Yeah.
and informative at the same
I s-
time.
I still need to, I need for them to narrow this down. Some of these folks
Yeah.
got to go.
Yeah, like if you like way on the end, you don't need to be on here no more.
You know
Everybody
what?
get
You
a
know
chance
what?
to talk.
You know what? We worked with it when we were younger. Why not go one potato, two potato? It worked when we was young. And if you don't make the one potato, two potato count, you go home. Well, we
Yeah.
didn't argue back then with the one potato, two potato.
This
You go
need to
home.
be like high school cheerleader tryouts. It need to be like
I like that.
And
I like
that's
that.
painful.
Yeah,
Now
or
that's
like
painful.
American Idol.
Yes. Yes.
When the people vote.
Yeah, let the people
Yes.
vote.
Or even simpler than that, just pick a number 1 through 100. Somebody pick a number. Whoever closest get to stay.
Oh, I got a better one. I got one.
I got one too,
Dodgeball.
Jay.
If that
That's
ball
all
hits
that
you in the
everybody
face,
say.
You're out.
You're out of here.
Or, Jay, how they used to pick you for dodgeball. You know, when you was the last one, you know we not picking you. So stop.
Or like,
You know you don't get to play.
or like
know
if you're
it.
picking for the softball team, all of that. The
Yeah,
last
with
one
me.
that gets picked, you're
with
out.
me.
Come on now.
Well,
That
let's
was
just play hide and go seek, and whoever gets
I
caught,
like
you
that.
know.
I like that. I like
I like it, Tommy.
All
I
right,
like
guys, we have a great show for you today. Democratic
do.
candidate debated in Detroit last night. We talked about it just a bit. Cardi B meets with her candidate of choice, Bernie Sanders. Nephew
baby.
Tommy has a prank call for us, and I have another off-the-chain, crazy strawberry letter subject. What kind of freaky stuff is this? Just to give you a little tidbit of what's going to go down today. Coming up at 32 after the hour, Inside Something Funny, a woman gets a thank you text from her ex right before his wedding. What's up with that? We'll talk about it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, so when you hear that someone texted their ex on the night before their marriage to someone else, you probably assume it was a drunken slip or a last-minute jitter or something, right? Well, this one woman recently got a text from her ex on the eve of his wedding, and it seems to be a sweet and sincere thank you for teaching him how to love.
Oh, really?
Aw, everybody say
showed it.
aw. And he says he sent it with his fiance's blessings. Alexa Sanchez Aguilar has taken to Twitter to share the text exchange between herself and her former boyfriend. And she doesn't name him, though. But it does begin, I'm getting married tomorrow. I wanted to send you this message. Thank you for being my first love. The ex goes on to thank her for helping him grow, keeping him out of trouble, and helping him through depression.
What's her name again?
Her name is Alexa Sanchez Aguilar.
Oh, they laugh.
Yeah,
I knew
these
they were
can't
black,
be black
though.
people.
I knew they
I know
were
they black people don't. Yeah.
I knew they were. I know his ass ain't text me. I know Walter DeAndre Williams ain't just text me.
It started like this. Holla.
Or
know that.
girl.
Girl.
Or it started like this. Oh, hell no.
Oh, yes.
Hell no.
Oh, let's go a little deeper. I know the blank, this blankety blank ain't blankety blank me.
All right,
That's
let's
it.
go in there. I
That's the
can't
one.
believe this blankety blank.
Hey, Jay, then they got to go tell somebody else, though.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Can you believe this?
This is crazy. Thank you for being my first love. The ex goes on to thank her for helping him grow, helping him through depression. Her text back was also filled with kind words, congratulating him on all his beautiful blessings and telling him she's proud of him and happy for him. Did he text his mother by mistake? What is going on here?
You know what else he would have
Can't
got?
be black people.
You
Yeah,
know what
what?
else he would have got? He would have got this. See, I was gonna let you have your little funky wedding, but now I'm gonna be there now since you gonna take me with this here.
So, I mean, people, they tweeted back on Twitter. Their responses range from admiring how emotionally mature the ex-boyfriend is to wondering if he has a secret motive for the message. Alexa Aguilar explains that they didn't have a big falling out. Things just didn't work out. She fixed him for someone else, though, it sounds like. She says they helped each other through a tough time. So, guys, do you think it was just a sincere thank you from this guy? Or, was he up to something?
Because he ain't black. Yeah, definitely.
It sounds
very sincere.
Oh, you think it was sincere? Okay, so here's the next
What does
question.
race have to do with it?
Yeah.
It's got a lot to do with it.
Come on.
You already know, Carla, if a brother's getting married
Yeah.
the night before, he's bitter. So he's going to rub it in to the last girlfriend and say, I want to say thank you. Yeah. Shaquita.
So let me ask you guys, have you ever reached out to any of your exes before you got married? Jay, start with you.
Why you got to start with me?
Because-
Is
You've been
no, is
married
it-
multiple times.
Yeah,
What?
more. Yeah, the most on this show.
Whoa.
It's the truth. What are you upset
It's not like we're lying.
I mean, there's
Yeah.
I'm Team J, but there is
Y'all
a possible
coming in
4 people.
hard, man.
Well, answer the question.
No, I never did reach out to anybody before I got married.
What about after the divorce?
Yeah.
I know you did. I know you
I reached
did.
out to each
Is
and
you
every
still
one
available?
of them. I reached out to each and every one.
What about you, Junior? You ever reach out to an ex after you guys broke up?
Boy, that boy.
Yeah.
After you
Yeah.
broke up, yeah.
Yeah, I reached out to her,
What'd you say?
It wasn't nice, but, I reached out to her, but the answer I got, I didn't like back.
What'd she say?
What was
You?
Morning radio.
Why you couldn't say blank you?
Okay.
I said, okay, cool.
Wow. Okay.
And you know what I would have said,
All right,
Junior?
come on, nephew.
You know what I
No,
said?
Tommy, no.
Junior, you know what I would have said after that? That's why I'm calling.
Tommy, you ever reach out to an ex after you guys broke up?
Yeah, because you know what? I reached out, because I'm always big on, you know what? Let's go and have one more time before we just gone on and walk away from it.
Make it official.
Make it official. But, we don't want to leave, because we finna
goodbye
go
do
through
it.
this drought, so we might well.
Yeah.
One more
know,
naked. I
Yeah,
know
one
that's
more
what you said.
naked. One more naked.
I know you.
It's, and the weird part about it, Tommy, women are really not so into breakup sex. Men, we are. We're ready.
All the way
but
in.
women are-
That's
Yeah,
all
but
the
we're
way-
done. We're done, Jay.
So
But this
done.
shouldn't be like that.
But we yes, it should.
We
X
need
means
that.
X. Over.
You know what? Here's the thing. Just because the relationship ain't good, don't mean the sex wasn't good.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, then, if it was so good, why'd you cheat? Why'd you lie? You
Because
know.
it was good with you and it was
Yeah.
good with somebody
There I go
else.
with that.
What that got to do with us in the bed together?
And,
got
and
nothing
listen,
to do with us.
and while we doing this last one, we're gonna make sure we're in a position where we not looking eye to eye, because we
Thank
don't
you.
want to fall for each other again. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Don't look
that's a
back.
good
You're
point.
talking about is stand-up stuff. We ain't talking about stand-up stuff. We're not talking about anything stand-upable. All the stuff we're trying to do is lay down stuff.
That's it.
Okay, well, I've heard it all.
Yeah.
That be y'all like that. Y'all don't even, y'all don't do that. Y'all don't even come back. Y'all don't like come back.
No, and if we do, it'll be a long time. Like I'm very good friends now with my ex-husband. Very good friends.
Not
But
me.
when we divorce, though, oh no, ma'am, no, ma'am, don't
I don't
even.
even wanna-
Huh?
I don't want to be with Carla when she sees
Huh?
her. I don't even want to be
Oh
in the
no,
room.
I'm not friends with none of my ex. As a matter of fact.
What Junior's girl said.
Well, I guess that
Squared.
breakup sex is out
Squared.
the window then, huh, Carla?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Right.
All right,
my
listen.
ex tried to come to my wedding though. He told one of my friends he was gonna come to my wedding, but
That wouldn't have
you
been
know,
good.
Oh no,
No,
no.
my husband was like, "You don't want the NO over here."
Yeah,
You know?
I wouldn't have allowed that. All right, listen. Go to Steve Harvey FM right now and post your comments. Coming up, Nephew with Run That Prank Back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so coming up at the top of the hour, we have some entertainment news for you. Nicki Minaj and her man got a marriage license recently. But right now, the nephew in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
Asian cleaner.
Oh, yeah. One of my faves. This one right here.
Asian cleaners.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's go.
All right.
Come on, Cat.
Hello?
Is this the cleaners?
Yeah, this is a cleaner.
Is this the cleaners?
This is a cleaner.
Okay, hey, listen, I be bringing my clothes to y'all all the time. Somebody done messed up a pair of my pants.
Oh, the pant. You know the fit the pant?
Say what?
The pant is no fit you. You bring it in. We fit it for you.
No. Y'all done already messed up enough. What I'm trying to say right here is that whoever did the pants took the belt loops off the pants.
Oh, who the wash the pants?
Who the what?
Who the wash your pants?
Y'all the people. I told y'all I wanted starch in my jeans. I told y'all I want to make sure my jeans stand up by themselves. Okay, y'all put the starch in it, but the problem is y'all took the belt loops off the pants.
Do you pay already? Do you pay?
Say what?
Do you pay?
Yeah, I paid y'all the damn money. Y'all gave me the pants. I ain't know the belt loops wasn't on there till I got on.
Okay, what's your name? What's your name?
Washington.
What?
Washington.
The what?
Washington.
What's your first name? Your first name?
I don't never leave my first name. I'm always Washington.
I had to find the receipt to see what's wrong with your pants. Your last name what? What?
Washington.
Hi.
Man, why you can't understand what I'm trying to say to you?
Well, wait. Who to help you with your clothes? Who the person that help you with the clothes?
The lady that always be in the front is the one that helped me. The older lady. She the one always helped me.
Let me see, okay? You do it. Cái thằng này nó nói mày sửa cái quần đó. Mày sửa nói cái nó gì nghịch nó mang không được cái quần. Mày cứ làm như sửa cái quần chứ nó không.
What is you saying to her?
No, she's not here. She's not here.
What you just got to say? I need you to speak English. This is an English situation.
Okay. She not speak. She not speak it. Okay. So I translate for her. Okay. She not here. You want to come tomorrow? Then we help you with the clothes. Okay. But there's nobody here.
Hold on. You ain't understanding me. My belt loops is off my pants.
We know to take it. It is not. We don't have it here. We just wash the clothes. We don't take the.
Y'all did do that. Y'all did take the belt loops off.
You wait, okay? Okay?
I what?
Wait, okay?
Yeah, wait. Go ahead.
Cái thằng này đó, nó nói là nó đem cái quần vô để sửa. Cái sau sửa làm sao cái gì nịt nó mang không được. Tại vì mấy cái ấy mà.
Hey, what I told you? I told you English, didn't I?
What do you? We try to help the problem, okay?
I understand you try to help the problem, but this is an English problem. I
Okay,
need you to be speaking English when you're trying to handle what's going on right here.
I speak the English.
Say what?
I speak the English to you. I don't understand what you say.
I say I need you to speak English. You're not speaking English.
I just speak the English to you. Why you're not hearing?
Look, you know what? Hold up. All I'm saying is this right here. Somebody got my damn belt loose and they took them out my pants, and somebody finna put these back on. Or
okay, we tell you that we'll fix the pants, okay? And you bring it in, and the I can do for you on the phone, okay? You want to fix the pants, you have to bring in another day, okay?
No, it ain't okay. I ain't finna bring in nothing. What
you want me to do on the phone, okay? If I don't have the pen, how are you going to fix it? You have to bring it in tomorrow, okay? The father will be here tomorrow. You bring it in, okay? That's it.
Who's gonna be there tomorrow?
It's very busy today. I don't have time to do this on the phone, okay?
Hey, no, it ain't okay. Y'all gonna fix my pants.
No, you don't. You to pay the money, okay? I always say I just fix it, okay? You sit on the phone and you scream and you yell, and there's nothing I can do for you.
No, you is supposed to do it for me. You finna fix my damn pants. Y'all done took the belt loose off my pants.
I don't have to fix anything, okay? We here to help you, but if you don't want to work with us, then no, we cannot help you, okay?
Hey, let me tell you something. Y'all gonna make me come over there and whoop some up in there tomorrow.
You come here, okay? You come here and you talk to us, okay? And I have the police here. And then you take it with them, okay?
When somebody gonna put my damn belt loose back on my pants thing? That's all I'm saying right there.
Okay, you don't yell at me, okay?
Say what?
You don't yell at me, okay? You want to talk to him? He take care of you tomorrow,
Who gonna
okay?
take care of me
You
tomorrow?
got the problem? You talk to him.
Who gonna take care of me?
The father, he's go here. You talk to him, and you mess with him. Then he take care of you.
Your
okay?
dad ain't finna do nothing to me tomorrow.
I don't deal with you, okay?
Your dad, you better have them damn belt loose. That's what he better have.
No, he don't have to do nothing, okay? Because we not mess up your pants. We try to help you. You got the problem. You talk to him, and he will kick your okay?
He gonna do what?
He gonna kick your
He gonna kick my Is that what you just said? Hold up. Did you just say your daddy was gonna kick my
Yeah, he gonna take care of you, and we're gonna go to police, okay? You go to jail, okay?
Okay, look here. I got something else I need to say to y'all. Is you listening?
I hear what?
I said, is you listening?
What you want? What's the problem, huh?
Hey, do you have a man that worked for you in your cleaners named John?
You want to talk to John?
No. My name is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got prank phone call by John that works in your cleaners.
What? John just tell you to call me to fix your pants? What did John call me?
Is this Sue?
What is
your name? Is your name Sue?
That's my name.
You always get mad at John for listening to the radio in the morning, right?
Oh, he call you on the radio?
John got me to prank phone call you. I work at the radio show.
Oh, that's not funny. Cái thằng John nó làm ở trong cái tiệm đó, nó gọi cái radio, nói radio gọi làm trêu mình đó.
Okay.
Funny.
All right then. Sue, I gotta ask you, what is the best radio show in the land?
Oh, that the Steve Harvey show. Yeah, you tell the Steve to come here get wash his pants for you
okay.
to discount.
I'll let him know.
How y'all like my Asian cleaners?
I love that
You
one.
play too much.
That's one of my faves right there, Nick.
Oh, man.
You play too much.
Boy, you stupid.
All right, my brothers are loaded up. They are already in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The members of what? Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated. Electrifying, devastating, death-defying. The maxim way back. I'm sorry. To the brothers of KSI and the brothers of Phi Nu Pi. If you feel like a brother, then you say it like a brother. Say KSI to the window. That's all I can do right there.
Yeah, that's why I said.
That's what I'm going to stop right there. Friday, y'all, is going down. All you noobs that are in the city of Philadelphia, WDAS Summer Soiree, hosted by yours truly. We having a party, y'all. It's a party. It's not a comedy show. It's a party. The Grand Ballroom, 3801 First District Plaza, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Nope. See you there.
All right, thank you, nephew. Coming up at the top of the hour, entertainment news right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In today's entertainment news, A$AP Rocky, his criminal trial that's going down in Sweden has started, and it's expected to last about 3 days. So by the end of this week, A$AP Rocky could learn his fate. If convicted, he faces up to 2 years in a Swedish prison and a fine based on a percentage of his income. Wow. Now, prosecutors have accused Rocky and 2 buddies of his of beating up a man who pestered them. The lawyers say the trio worked deliberately together in agreement as they kicked and smashed the guy with a bottle. A video shows ASAP violently throwing the man to the ground. The alleged victim took the stand and told the court that during the attack, he thought Rocky and his accomplices were going to kill him. He says he's had nightmares since the incident, and the injuries to his hands left him unable to work. President Trump tweeted, "I watched the tapes of ASAP Rocky, and he was being followed and harassed by troublemakers. Treat Americans fairly." Say what?
Wow.
Mr. President?
Is that right?
This is the first black person I've seen him take up for. I ain't seen this right here.
Yeah. He tweeted that to the Swedish prime minister because the prime minister didn't want the president to interfere.
Yeah, to get involved.
To get involved. So that message is to him about, what happened. And, it's probably, everybody think it's political, too, what he's trying to do.
It is political,
yeah. It's political, and it's most definitely racial.
Yeah, but ASAP Rocky's like, whatever. Get me out of here. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I promise I'll vote for you.
You could face up to 2 years.
I don't care if a Klan member get me out of here. I just want to get out of here.
You're right.
Wow, that.
Yeah.
Whew, well, we got a couple
but they
more
always
days
say,
of this
man,
trial.
You have to be careful overseas and not get locked up because there's nothing we can hardly do.
Yeah, because they have their own laws over there. They have their own laws.
Locked up and abroad? Oh my God.
Yeah, man, I've seen that show.
Oh yeah.
Oh, I've been locked up with a broad, but that's a whole different show. Go right ahead.
Stupid.
Jay. In other entertainment news, Nicki Minaj is about to marry her fiance, Kenneth Zoo Petty. On Monday, the couple visited the Beverly Hills courthouse. They stood in line at the window for marriage licenses and ceremony appointments only. Kenneth paid for the license, which will expire in 90 days. That's 3 months. And babies may be on the way, too. Nicki tweeted 2 weeks ago, quote, "We already chose the names. Nicki's been told Kenneth Zoo Petty is bad for her." A lot of people think this is a bad match because he spent time in prison and all of that.
He can't change? What's wrong with that?
Yeah, but according to the Daily Mail and TMZ, he's a registered sex offender for attempted rape and an ex-con. He spent 7 years behind bars for shooting a man multiple times. Nicki has repeatedly defended their romance. Kenneth is obsessed with her since their high school sweetheart days. She's known him since high school. He still calls Nicki by her birth name, Onika.
I spoke too soon. Scratch what I said earlier. I spoke way too soon. I ain't know the whole record.
You want to hear the record before you speak
You
up.
should have gave me the record first. Play the record first. Then we give you the benediction.
And you said it loud and clear. People can change.
Yeah. This ignorant show.
That's a
All
lot
right.
of changing.
He tattooed Onika on his neck on New Year's Day. Nicki posted to Instagram a video taken in the hot tub of Kenneth sucking her toes.
Who you scared me? Who you scared me?
Yeah. Toes.
What?
Okay.
Toes.
I know toes.
People suck toes.
Yeah, they do.
All right,
hot tub,
all right.
you
Let's
can
switch
drown
gears
like that.
here.
Go ahead.
Okay, Jay, let's bring Miss Ann in, please. She's going to talk about the latest on yesterday's Walmart shooting in the Mississippi, Memphis area. Yeah. Plus, she'll have information on last night's Democratic debate in Detroit, of course.
All right, everybody, it is time for the news with Miss Ann Tripp.
Very, very much. Yeah, okay. This is Ann Tripp with the news, and let's start with the debates, okay? Last night was round one of the second batch of debates between Democratic presidential hopefuls and health care and immigration were some of the topics brought up. Candidates Elizabeth Warren, Beto O'Rourke, and Amy Klobuchar, for instance, tackled the issue of racism and its continued legacy.
We need to call out white supremacy for what it is, domestic terrorism. The president is advancing environmental racism, economic racism, criminal justice racism, healthcare racism.
The very foundation of this country, the wealth that we have built, the way we became the greatest country on the face of the planet, was literally on the backs of those who were kidnapped and brought here by force. The legacy of slavery and segregation and Jim Crow and suppression is alive and well in every aspect of the economy and in the country. I will sign into law a new Voting Rights Act, but I will also sign into law Sheila Jackson Lee's reparations bill so that we can have the national conversation we have waited too long in this country to have.
Thank you. Yes, blacks did build this country. As for how to win the general election, there were various points of view on that.
I remember when people said Barack Obama couldn't get elected. Shoot, I remember when people said Donald Trump couldn't get elected. There is a lot at stake, and people are scared.
I think Democrats win when we run on real solutions, not impossible promises.
To win this election and to defeat Donald Trump, which, by the way, in my view, is not going to be easy, we need to have a campaign of energy and excitement and of vision.
I think when we have a guy in the White House that has now told over 10,000 lies, that we better be very straightforward with the American people.
Tonight's face-off is to include Senators Kamala Harris, Cory Booker, Kirsten Gillibrand, plus New York City Mayor Bill de Blasio and Joe Biden. President Trump, by the way, said he was going to watch last night's debate, but he's already said that in the end, he's sure that it'll be former Vice President Joe Biden that he'll be facing in the fall. Meanwhile, a group of Virginia lawmakers and state officials boycotted the president's speech in Jamestown yesterday. Instead, they held their own commemoration of the arrival of the first enslaved Africans. According to CNN, the woman that Donald Trump has picked to be spokeswoman for the U.S. Treasury Department, get this, was responsible for constantly spreading bogus conspiracy theories about former President Obama. The network says that Monica Crowley, and who was appointed by Trump last week as Assistant Treasury Secretary for Public Affairs, is a former syndicated radio host and columnist and Fox News contributor who Trump originally wanted for Senior Director of Strategic Communications. Finally, today is National Coffee Milkshake Day. So if you like coffee in any form, this is your day. Now back to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, we have some trending sports viral video news. People are upset, Junior, with LeBron James, and he's being criticized for celebration of one of his son's games. Please explain, Junior, what's going on?
Yeah, so LeBron is in this video, and he's on the sideline of one of his son's, Bronny's game.
LeBron Jr.
Yeah, LeBron Jr. And he's cheering him on, but Bronny went up and finished an alley-oop, though. And LeBron went crazy, as any father should. And, you know, so they're trying to say that he was trying to steal his son's spotlight, which I don't see a problem with that.
Wait, what?
If my son could dunk,
I'm doing a flip.
What? But why? I think he just getting across because it's LeBron James. He's already a superstar.
Yeah.
And then he's at his son's game. He already has a dominating presence if you walk in the room anyway.
Yeah.
And now his son is out there playing his game, and his son can ball too. It's not like his son's a scrub. His son can really ball.
Yeah.
This is top of the line talent he playing against. But his son finished an alley-oop.
Really?
I don't know. Because LeBron went on the court and lost his shoe, but tried to get out the way because they was coming back.
He was celebrating
But
too
he was
hard.
celebrating too
He
hard.
did celebrate too much.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he was happy. That's just a proud papa. That's all that
That's
is.
a proud moment. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But ask you sometime.
LeBron, can you get your ass off the court? Yeah, you. Get your shoe. Get your ass off the court. So you can finish the game.
This is not about you, LeBron.
This is not about you this time, okay? You don't see the other fathers running out there, do you? Get your damn shoe.
Put your shoe on.
So now wait, y'all turning. So first y'all was saying he was celebrating, so now y'all saying he went too far.
I don't see
he went
what's
too
wrong
far.
with it.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
saying
just
that.
don't
I
meet.
think he was
Well,
just
it's
a
just
proud
an
papa.
excited
And
dad, yeah.
He just got to learn to tie his shoes up.
How much your shoes cost that they come off? Why? Some expensive ass shoes. Nephew Tommy, could you get your ass off the floor so we can finish the game?
If Tasha and them team win first place,
You already know.
and she get
Tasha
MVP,
Mama, could you get your ass off the floor?
Well, you know they already won the Summit and Championship. You didn't see me walking. You didn't see my video. My moment.
All right, guys, coming up at 34. So if you guys think LeBron went too far, please go to Steve Harvey FM and leave a comment, okay? Did he go too far or didn't he?
I think he went too far.
We think you go too far, okay? Coming up next at 34 after the hour, Democratic candidates' national debate in Detroit, and Cardi B talked to Bernie Sanders about the future of America. Oh, cool. Okay, we'll be right back after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Okay, so last night was the first Democratic, or the first of two nights of Democratic national presidential debates. Last night it was Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders tried to do a little something, you know.
Bernie ain't scared.
Yeah, he's not. Now that he's not.
Because I'm old. I'm old,
Yes.
that's why. Because I'm old.
Elizabeth Warren tried to get her stuff in. You know she has a plan for everything, Elizabeth Warren does. Yes. Beto O'Rourke was there. And speaking of Bernie Sanders, according to Steve Harvey FM, Cardi B linked up with her candidate of choice, and it happens to be Bernie Sanders. They wanted to talk about the issues. She wanted to talk about the issues with Bernie. So take a listen to Bernie on the campaign trail talk about Cardi B.
What Cardi B does is not only is she an enormously popular entertainer, what she is doing is speaking to young people about the important issues that are on their minds, and I applaud that very much.
All right. Cardi posted a picture of her meeting with Bernie Sanders at the 10 Nail Bar in Detroit, where she asked him a bunch of questions submitted by fans through social media. Cardi says, stay tuned to see how he will fight for economic, racial, and social justice for all. And tonight, the debate will continue in Detroit at Fox Theater. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris.
It's the one right here.
Again. Cory Booker, Andrew Yang, Julian Castro, Tulsi Gabbard, Kirsten Gillibrand, I forget which one, Jay Inslee, Michael Bennett, Bill de Blasio. All of them will be on stage debating, and we'll see what they have to say and how they're going to move the country forward. As we watch.
Come on, Kamala.
Yeah.
Kamala gonna do this thing tonight, baby.
Yeah.
And
Joe Biden.
They think she's going to shut it down tonight. They do.
Yeah, and Joe Biden has something to prove tonight because he was a bit overshadowed on the last one.
Well, he said
by
he won't be
Kamala.
so polite.
Yeah.
He said he was not going to be so polite tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
And you know Cory Booker is going to have to get something in there, and Julian Castro, Bill de Blasio, mayor of New York.
I be wanting Cory to quit hollering though. That's
Yeah,
what I be
he
wanting.
Well, he's a loud man.
But when you
just
start
loud.
off hollering, you got nowhere else to go. You know,
You're right.
Said the loudest man on this
You
show.
topped out.
Yes.
You topped out already.
Yeah. But I liked Buttigieg. What's his name?
Buttigieg.
Buttigieg said last night, he told them they old. Y'all old.
You know what? There is no snappy comeback when they call you old. Trust me.
There's not. Ain't that right with
Well,
y'all?
you
ladies?
know, I think somebody used to say this. I can't remember who it was, but they said, "Keep living. You're going to get old one day. Keep living."
No, they used to say, just keep on getting up in the morning. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Keep on getting up in the morning.
There you
We
go.
gonna get there.
Yeah.
Sure enough.
And Beto O'Rourke, he's trying to get last night, trying to get that momentum back. It seems like he kind of
He
lost,
kinda lost it.
Yeah, he lost
Yeah,
a
he
couple
fell
of
off.
steps. Yeah.
Yeah. So he talked about taxes, raising taxes, and
Insurance, yeah.
Medicare for all.
Yeah, he came out with a big bang, and then it kind of like.
Yeah, he went
Fizzled
to
on out.
Yeah, he went to a grocery store and they gave him a basket. They didn't even know it was him.
But you know what, though, guys? It's still early in the game. I mean, it's we still got the primaries to get through early next year when they kick off in, March or something. So we have a long way to go. So
It is, Shirley, but some of these people up there got Snowball's chance, and they just need to go home. That's all.
Yeah.
Is it too late for me to run? Can you still get in?
Like,
You get your coins together. You can get in, I'm sure.
But I look forward to tonight's debate, though. It should be a pretty heated one with everyone on that stage, again, having something to prove. And more than that, just, what are you going to talk to the American people about?
Yeah.
You got to have that together because we really take our vote seriously, the ones who vote. And I hope that means everybody for this upcoming election in November next year. So, give us something. Give us something. We're listening.
Yeah,
We're
I
listening.
like what Senator Warren said last night. Every Democrat on this stage would be a better president than Donald Trump.
She's pointing to people in the audience. You would be a better.
Last night, let's go.
The man over there with the broom in his hand would be a better president.
But you know what? There's some people on the other side who think the exact opposite. All right, coming up next, Nephew in the building with today's prank phone call coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject, what kind of freaky stuff is this?
I mean, you speaking our language. We just don't know what it's about.
I know.
Right now, you're speaking our language, so we'll see what you're talking about.
Oh, wow. Okay, right now, the nephew's here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff? What's happening?
Shirley's been going on all summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's been hot in most parts of the country. It's been very hot. And it happens when them kids come in from outside.
Okay.
Today's title is Musty Son.
You always mess with somebody's kids.
Yo,
you play too much.
It's musty.
And they need to know.
You don't want to hear that. You don't want to hear that.
No, he's
but
a baby.
It has to be said.
You
Your
need to
son
say that.
is musty. Okay? It happens. My son come in from the outside. He's just smelling like all outdoors. Yeah, boy, you're musty. Your son is musty. A lot of people don't want to hear it, but I got to tell it. Run it, cat.
Hello.
Hello, I'm trying to reach Vanessa, please.
This is she.
Hi, Vanessa. My name is Robert. I'm the one of the owners. You know my wife, Michelle. We own the daycare.
Yes. How can I help you?
Okay. We've been, I think we've had your son, Malik, probably close to a year now. Am I right?
Yes, you have. Is everything okay?
No, everything is fine. Everything is fine. I don't think we have a problem that we can't clear up. I have a question for you. Have you been noticing anything different about Malik, like concerning hygiene at all?
Hygiene? No, not that I can recall. What are you talking about?
Okay. How old is Malik?
He's 2.
Okay. Well, we seem to have come across a little glitch here that we're going to try to take care of here at the daycare. Actually, my wife didn't. I told her I would make the phone call and leave her out of it. I know you see her every day. When you drop.
What glitch are you talking about? What is this glitch?
I'm sorry?
Glitch. What is this glitch that you want to talk about? I'm confused.
Okay. Well, actually, what we're having is, it seems like every day here lately for the last 2 months, Malik has been, very musty. He hasn't been really sweaty, but just real musty.
Okay, you clearly have the wrong child, because I give my son a bath every night, and most mornings before he leaves for school, I give him another bath again. So, yeah, I'm pretty positive you have the wrong child.
No, ma'am. Your son is Malik, right? And he's 2 years old. You guys have been here with us right close to a year now, correct?
Yes, and?
Okay, and he's a cute little kid with the curly hair. I know exactly which one he is. So what I'm saying to you is that we are having problems. He's just reeking. He's real musty.
Okay, you know what? My son does not reek. I don't know what child you're talking about, but you're not talking about my child. I just told you I make sure that he gets a bath every night. So that's not my child. My child is very clean.
Okay, well, hang on, Vanessa. What I'm trying to get you to understand is this is why my wife didn't want to call, okay? And I'm glad I'm actually the one that made the call. What we need to do, this is what I'm going to do. I'm just going to try a little experiment for the next month or so.
Experiment?
I'm sorry?
What do you mean experiment? What kind of experiment?
Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some male deodorant on him for the next month, and we'll see how it plays out.
No. You're not going to put anything on my child. That's not going to happen.
Okay, well, ma'am, I'm trying to fix the problem here. I just wanted to call.
He doesn't have a problem. I already told you that my son is clean. You're not going to put any on him, and if you do, it's going to be a problem. Do you understand me?
Okay, ma'am, I'm not trying to have an argument with you. What I want you to know is...
Well, I'm not trying to have an argument either, but you're talking about putting deodorant on my child. You crazy? You can't do that. I'm not going to have that happening. Please don't make me have to come back to that school for you and your wife.
Okay, ma'am, listen, we're going to have to do something about your child. Your child is musty, okay? And you're sitting here getting an attitude with me, and I'm trying to let you know your child is musty.
You're talking nonsense. Maybe you're the one that's musty. Maybe you and your wife are musty. My child is not musty. I keep telling you that I bathe him every night. Which part of that don't you understand?
I understand everything that you're saying. Maybe it's the soap. Maybe something is not taking effect. I'm not sure, okay? But
maybe he doesn't smell it right, because I don't know what child you're smelling, but you're not smelling my child.
Deodorant on him.
You are not using male deodorant on my child. Do I need to come down there for you with the cops and sue your entire establishment? You don't want that to happen. Stay away from my child. Are you crazy? Matter of fact, where's my son?
Ma'am, your son is fine. Your son is in there with the rest of the kids. They're playing. Today is the first day I sprayed a little bit of male deodorant on his arm.
You did what?
See how that worked out.
Okay, you crazy. Look, Cheryl, can you cover for me for a couple of minutes? I'm bringing my there right now. I'll be there within the hour because you must be crazy. What do you mean you sprayed my son?
Ma'am, I just sprayed a little bit of deodorant on him just to see if we can.
I didn't give you permission to do that, and I keep telling you that there's nothing wrong with my child, and you took it upon yourself to go and spray my child, and you weren't supposed to do that. Are you crazy? I'm bringing my right now.
Okay, well, what are you coming here for? The boy is, your son Malik is fine. Why are you coming here?
No, he's clearly not fine. If you're going around spraying, why don't you spray because clearly you're smelling and reeking and funky as hell. I ain't give you no to spray my child. I'm going to come down there and I promise you, I'm going to shoot all y'all because you crazy.
Okay, let me say this, ma'am. Your son is musty. He's been reeking for the last 2 months.
My son is not musty. How many times have I tell you that he's not musty? You know what? I ain't even trying to hear you because you clearly crazy. How you go around spraying people's kids? And I with my child. Did you smell the other kids? You know what? I'm about to get in my car and come down there for your ass because you must be crazy.
Hello? Hello? Oh.
Hello?
Why did you hang up on me? I'm trying to fix the problem, ma'am.
Wait. What you want? I told you that I'm coming down there. I'll be there in 10 minutes. Once.
But I needed to let you know one more thing that's going on here.
What could you possibly need to let me know? Because I'm on my way to right now.
Where are you now? Are you in your car? Where are you?
I am heading to my car, about to get in my car to come down there for because you must be crazy spraying my child.
Before you get to your car, I need to tell you one more thing about your son, okay?
Please, what you possibly have to tell me?
I want to tell you that this is, listen to me, this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your girlfriend Cheryl got me to prank phone call you.
What the That's, you know, I'm standing here in the parking lot about to come down there for and that knew exactly what I was about. I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her because I'm thinking, I know my child is musty. I know my child is clean and he don't smell. Ooh, I'm going to get her.
I just talked to her. She said she's right here in her cubicle. You got to call her right now. I said, okay, just chill out. I'm going to call her.
I'm going to get her. You don't know.
Hey, is Malik nice and clean?
Malik is always nice and clean and smelling right. So I don't know what the hell you were talking about. I was like, not my child. He got the wrong child. You were about to get it. You don't even know.
Oh, man. All right, Vanessa, you got to tell me one more thing, baby. What's the baddest, and I mean the baddest radio show in the land?
The one and only Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You know, I think I'm going to come up with some deodorant for kids. I do. I think I'm going to come up with some deodorant for kids.
Deodorant.
Can I do that? Like, just like from natural ingredients. That'll work, won't it?
I think they have natural
They
deodorant.
have that stuff.
Not that.
That's
I don't know.
Do your
All right,
research.
then.
I don't know.
You got to
All right.
research
Well, it's
that.
going to be Tommy's Musty Kids. That's what it's going to be called. Tommy's Musty Kids.
Wow. TMK.
Nobody's going to buy that. I'm just saying. Ain't nobody going to buy
I bet they're going to buy this in Philadelphia, though. Friday night, baby. The Capitals are in town. The Nephew will be there hosting. It is the Summer Soiree, WDAS Summer Soiree, hosted by yours truly. The Grand Ballroom, 3801 First District Plaza, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is going down. And then Saturday, Summer Breeze Comedy Show. That's right, I will be there. Saginaw, Michigan. Huntington Event Park at the Dow Event Center. Get your tickets. They're on sale right now. That's a 1-2 punch right there. We're going to party. We're going to party on Friday. We're going to slang them jokes on Saturday. Get on back to Sunday, get back to Atlanta, and keep on shooting my TV show. Second season, Ready to Love. Yes, hosted by Thomas Miles. Yeah.
All right, listen. Thank you, Sexy Tommy. Coming up next, Strawberry Letter. Subject, what kind of freaky stuff is this? Man. Right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, dating, sex, work, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM and click Submit Strawberry Letter. We could be reading your letter live on the air. That's for you, Jay. Just like we're gonna.
Shirley, do it again.
Oops, I almost tore it that time.
Real letter.
Sound like divorce papers right there. Go ahead.
Don't we know that sound, Tommy? Man.
All
Yeah.
right. Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is, a Strawberry Letter.
Ooh, subject. What kind of freaky stuff is this?
Come on.
Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm a 40-year-old mother of an 18-year-old son, and I need your opinion. We have a computer in our den, and recently I came home from work early, and my son was acting weird. He had grabbed a pillow from the couch, and he was clutching it, trying to hide himself. It was a very awkward moment. I knew what was going on, but I asked if he was okay. He said he was fine, and he was going to head out to work a little early. When he left, I noticed that the computer was on and the speakers were knocked over. The desk chair was pushed way back and a few books were out of place on the desk. My son had clearly been looking at something he shouldn't have been, and I startled him when I walked in. I reluctantly checked the computer's history and did a search of current websites he logged into. There was some real nasty stuff on that computer. My son is into kinky porn. We're talking some wild stuff like whips and chains and blindfolds.
Wow. He 18.
I am not sure if he's just curious or if he's still figuring himself out, but he is way too young to be exploring this kind of stuff, and he sure as heck is not doing it under my roof. I told his father about what I saw, and I expected him to back me up, and he said to let it go, and he'll talk to him.
That's my boy. That's my boy.
My husband jokingly said that he's disappointed our son didn't just look it up on his cell phone like normal men.
You're talking too much now.
I was shocked. He is completely favoring our son. It must be a man thing. He said I'm overreacting, and I don't think I am. If we don't stop this now, we could be raising a pervert. Morning Show family, what do you think? Is this normal man behavior? Please help me. Double standard is really at work in your house, I must tell you, ma'am, writer of this letter. If this was your daughter watching porn like this, I guarantee you your husband would not have had this little cavalier attitude, like what's the big deal? He wouldn't have done that. I'm in complete agreement with you, Mom. Too much too soon for your 18-year-old son. It's too much for him to be into this kind of porn or any porn for that matter. And at 18, and yes, especially under your roof and on your computer. And also, you do need to stop this now. You and your husband, if you can get him on board, and it doesn't sound like it. He sounds like, he gave your son a pat on the back and was proud of him or something for doing this, okay? You guys need to present a united front to your son and let him know that he's walking down the wrong road here. I mean, I know that young men, like you say, you knew what was going on. It was an awkward moment. He was trying to hide himself. He was clutching the pillow and all that. You knew what was going on, but you guys, just need to talk to him. 18-year-old boys, they do stuff like this. I've never been an 18-year-old boy, but I'm assuming most 18-year-old boys, or a lot of them, do things like this, discovering themselves and finding out stuff. But the porn angle, you don't want him to get into that too early, too soon, because it could maybe cause intimacy problems or some kind of problems on down the line in his relationship. So you don't want that. Talk to your husband, try to reason with him, to talk to your son about his behavior, and maybe, he could put a stop to it, and definitely don't do it anymore on your computer where you can, walk in on him and find it. Yeah, kinky stuff like this, you don't want your 18-year-old child into that. And he needs to be smart enough, when he does crazy stuff, to try not to get caught either. Come on now. A lot of kids do this and they don't get caught, but I'm glad you caught him, so now you know, and you guys can try to fix it. Junior? Okay. Former 18-year-old boy, what you got?
Because I've been caught too. That's why I have no problem with this letter. I got caught at 16. At least he made it to 18. And they didn't have it on the internet. They had it on VCR tapes. So I went and found my grandmother's stash, took it from her house, and brought it home.
It was hers?
And I fell asleep.
Whoa, slow down. Go back.
You ran over that, yeah.
Come on.
Back up to your grandmother.
I told y'all about my grandmother already. She was 6'1", 330. Thought she was a sex object. I told you that. Now she had a stash. I took the tape, brought it home, but I passed out from watching it because something happened to me. All I know is and then I was gone. Then my mama came in that room, and next thing I know the hell this boy and the beating I got.
Yeah.
Over porn? Oh, yeah. But my dad came in there. That's my boy. Oh. That is my boy. So that's nothing wrong with what he's doing. He's just a normal boy. All these boys are going to go through these phases like that. So I don't see nothing wrong with him getting caught watching porn. At least he was at the safety of his home.
But Junior,
he was at home.
The whips and chains, though?
Yeah, that boy taking it real deep. I don't know nothing about that.
Too soon.
I don't know nothing about that. That was not my first tape. No, not
yours?
2 people.
Okay.
Bad acting. You want a pizza? Who ordered pizza? Give the that. Is what I had. But when they got busy, all I know, something happened to me.
Okay, we got it.
And the tape kept running. And I wish you could have shut it off. But my mama saw that. Lord, she came in there with that belt and tried to kill me.
All right, we're going to have part 2 of this Strawberry Letter.
Yes, we will.
Today we're going to get into Jay's answer and Tommy's answer. Subject, what kind of freaky stuff is this? We'll be back at 23 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, so let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. Subject, what kind of freaky stuff is this? 40-year-old mom wrote in her 18-year-old son was caught at the computer looking at some kinky wild porn. I'm talking handcuffs and whips and chains and blindfolds and stuff. And he was caught off guard. The mom startled him when she came home from work early one day. She could tell that the son was trying to hide himself under a pillow that he grabbed. And he had been looking at something he shouldn't have been looking at. And she startled him when she walked in early from work. She checked the computer's history, did a search, current websites. He's into some kinky stuff, she said. She told his father about it, and she expected him to back her up, but he said for her to let it go, and he'll talk to him. He jokingly said her husband did, that he's disappointed that their son didn't look it up on his cell phone like normal men. So clearly the mom is upset about this because the father is favoring his son and patting his son on the back for this. She says it must be a man thing. Her husband says she's overreacting. She doesn't think she is. Is this normal man's behavior, she's asking. Jay?
Oh, my God.
Say you.
To die and come back now with the technology that they have today, where you could just go to your phone and see all the nastiness you want to see. Yeah. It is a blessing. When I was coming up, the only way you could see some real serious nasty was encyclopedias, and you had to go through each book to find it. It was in, you had to go through each book. Or there was a guy by the name of, this true story, Herbert White would draw you for 25 cents, would draw you the nastiest picture you ever wanted to see in your life. For the first 6 months, I was so thin because all my lunch money went to Herbert White because you could describe any position, he could draw it. It was just so real. It was just, I want to thank him now for, I weighed like 19 pounds when I was in the...
All right, Jay.
What?
All right, thank you.
I'm not finished.
Well, hurry, we got to get to the nephew.
He would draw the nastiest pictures you ever want to see, and they look so real. Thank you, man. Thank you. Don't shame this boy. He's just growing up. Just growing up.
Nephew. All right. Thank you, Jay. Come on, Neff.
I can have it now. Let me have it. Let me say it like this. Okay, this is to the mother. The boy is starting out too advanced. Okay?
Yes.
This type of porn is way advanced for 18. You got, you know what I'm saying? You know, my first whipping chain activity was like around 38, 39. You see what I'm saying?
20 years later, he's got to wait 20 years?
Whipping chain by 38, 39. And you need to talk to this boy because the boy need to know. He need to be triple sure that any lady he comes in contact with, especially if she's a sister, he needs to make sure she wants this done. Don't you spring this on no sister at the last second and spank her with a sex belt. You gonna get your ass whooped, okay? Black women not having that. As soon as you pop up, who the hell you think you hitting, Levante? Who you think you hitting? I know damn well you ain't just put a welt on me. You know I got keloid skin. You don't need to do that. You know that. Okay? You don't put no welts on me. You got to listen to me, lady. Your son's porn gotta start out black porn, like Junior said. Okay? Ain't but two people. They ain't doing nothing. They done shot it with a cell phone. It's real cheap. Somebody done passed in front of it. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing fancy about it. But you gotta know the titles of the films you looking for. Booties Are Us. That's just regular, okay? Booties Are Captain King Alone. Captain King Alone. That's regular, okay? If you don't scream, I won't holler. These are just regular porn movies that you can get. Long thongs. That's just, you know what I'm saying? This is regular stuff. Forrest Hump, okay? That's what you want. Ass from the past. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
Don't forget the lion thing.
Debbie does dishes, okay? You got to get that stuff. Now, Mama, here's what I really want you to do more than anything. Get you some gloves, and some ammonia. Mm-hmm. You need to wipe this damn computer down, okay? All them pillows on that couch need to be clean.
Wow.
Them speakers and that chair. All of that stuff needs to be clean. But have a conversation with the boy.
Yeah.
His porn is moving too fast. Start your porn slow. That's all Tommy wants you to do. Start it slow. Gloves and ammonia. Let's clean this computer. That's all I got.
Okay. What do you think? What do you think about the dad, though, Tommy? His reaction.
Well, I think Daddy should be the one to say something to him. Close the room, talk about it. How was it, boy? Let me watch it with you. All right, all right.
God.
Okay, now listen. Don't watch.
Do.
Yeah, don't watch this no more. I'm going to show you what to watch.
All right, we got to get out of here on that note. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at Steve Harvey FM. And please check out the Strawberry Letter podcast on demand. Now, coming up at 46 after the hour, trending political news. And we're here from Moscow, Mitch McConnell, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
A lot of political news going on in the world. The Democratic presidential debates, part 2, are at the Fox Theater tonight in Detroit. Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and Cory Booker are amongst the ones who will debate. More political news. We'll be watching that one as well. And then now on the Republican side, Mitch McConnell, the hashtag Moscow Mitch McTreason began trending on yesterday after a former GOP lawmaker, MSNBC host Joe Scarborough, called Mitch McConnell Moscow Mitch after Mitch McConnell blocked 2 election security measures. Well, guess what? Moscow Mitch is in the building with us right now to set the record straight.
I'm very upset about them calling me Moscow Mitch because that's not like being called.
What are you mumbling about, Moscow Mitch?
I'm just saying I don't like being called Moscow Mitch because I'm not from Moscow and I've been to Moscow and I don't like being called Moscow Mitch. You know, it's just a sad thing of affairs when somebody calls you out your name. Now, I had no problem with the president said about Baltimore. I'm not upset about that, but what I'm really upset about is being called Moscow Mitch. That is not my name, and I don't want nobody to call me by that. I'm not Moscow anything. I don't have nothing to do with Moscow at all. And you want to call me that. I mean, just because I got jowls hanging up under my cheek, that don't mean a damn thing. But don't call me Moscow Mitch.
Hey, Moscow.
Yeah.
Moscow.
Yeah, well, that's not my name. Don't call me that. That's not my name.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Very offended by being called. You can call me Mitch. You can call me Mitch McConnell.
Mr. McConnell.
Yeah.
I know you guys are in 2 different worlds, but have you met Charles Barkley?
Why would you say that? I don't understand why you say that. Where you going with this? Hey, is that Charles Barkley?
That's Charles. Yeah.
I've heard a lot about you, but I never met you. I've never met you. I heard a lot about you, but I never met you. I heard a lot about you.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Moscow Mitch. Ernie don't like you.
Whoa! That's not my name. Just call me you can call me Mitch McConnell.
Kenny and them don't like you.
Okay.
Shaq, we are we don't even know why they call you Moscow Mitch, but hey,
That's not my name.
hey.
Yeah.
Do you drink vodka? Because you from Moscow. So I know you're drinking vodka.
I don't appreciate you calling me Moscow Mitch. Okay? All right? Don't call me that.
Hey, you got them funny looking hats they be wearing over there. You
call me Moscow Mitch, okay?
So you ain't gonna. So you just don't know none of that. You ain't gonna do none of that.
I'm not gonna accept anything you say. You know.
You know Putin.
I don't know Ken and them. I don't know Chuck and them.
All right. Thank you, Moscow Mitch and Charles Barkley. All right, coming up at the top of the hour, the TSA suspends 2 employees for a noose in the screening area. And, yeah,
What?
can you believe that? I know. And also in national news, the court TV show bailiff arrested for shooting and killing his wife.
Man.
Sad news right there. We'll get into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
The TSA wants its employees to know that displaying a noose on the job will not be tolerated. The agency has suspended 2 baggage screeners in Miami after a noose was discovered in an area not accessible to the public. A statement says TSA does not tolerate racist or offensive behavior, and those found responsible will be held accountable for their actions. Now, why would anyone do this at the job? Why? Well, I mean, come on now.
Any job.
Yeah,
That is.
anywhere,
That's just hateful,
but
man.
come on, at the job.
That's horrible.
Yeah, it really is bad.
How dare
Who
you?
don't see this noose in here with this luggage?
Yeah.
A noose will stand out amongst some luggage.
But I saw it too, and then they had the news. I saw it on the news, and then some stuffed small animals of gorillas. They had that with it too.
Gorillas?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
It was horrible.
In case you were wondering, whether if it was racial or not, okay, the gorillas
There
pretty
you
much
go.
sealed the deal.
And
Yeah.
the news. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, this is a case for some cameras in that area on the job.
What
too.
is
this is a
TSA?
case-
It's an
Yeah.
airport.
Yeah, that's true.
See, why we don't jump on people no more? Why we don't do that?
That is always your go-to response, Tommy.
You know what?
That's a good response.
We quit doing it. Why we don't jump on people no more? Why people can't get their ass whooped on site no more?
I'm with you, but what
That
happens
used
to
to
the
be a
face? I'm going to
statement.
just lose my job because I'm going to whoop your ass.
I might
You
lose
bring
my
up a
job.
good point,
Hey,
sir. You bring up a good point.
I might lose my job, but I bet it won't be no nooses back here. I know that.
I'm going to sleep good tonight,
Right,
okay?
right. Man.
Man, that's horrible.
Yeah, it really is
yeah,
bad.
it's very
It really,
bad.
really
At
bad.
the airport?
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah, I'm glad they put out the statement saying they won't tolerate it, though. I'm
Yeah.
glad. Okay, in other trending news, Renard Spivey, you guys may know that name. He was charged on Monday over the fatal shooting of his wife, Patricia. They were at their Houston, Texas home. Spivey, who worked at the TV show, he worked as a TV show bailiff on Justice for All with Judge Christina Perez. You guys probably know who he is,
I know
right?
both.
Yeah.
Who you talking
I know
about?
both
Yeah.
of them, right?
Yeah. He's a veteran deputy with the Harris County Sheriff's Office. He called police at 3 a.m. on Sunday to report an accidental shooting at his home. Police say they were involved in a domestic disturbance. Renard was treated for a gunshot wound in the leg. He was arrested and taken to jail. Wow.
I actually know the guy, man.
I know both of them. They were just at the club like a month ago.
Yeah.
At the J Spot?
At the J Spot. When he would tape, they taped in L.A., he would come out early and tape maybe like 18,
Judge
19
Christina?
shows.
Oh,
Yeah,
my
his wife,
God, I
Christina.
know Spivey.
Yes.
Yeah, you know
And then-
Spivey.
Wow.
You know him? Yeah, big dude, man.
Yes.
Huge dude, man. And then she would come out and join him, and they would come to the club quite often, man. And then I knew
His
her from the
deceased
cruise,
wife,
though.
you're
Yeah.
talking about, they were just there together.
Yeah.
Patricia.
Just there together.
Wow.
He
Her
always
name
been a
and
nice
everything.
guy every time I seen him, man.
Yeah, man. He used to work security for us, man. We was on the road when we started coming up.
Wow.
He used to be our security on the road.
Wow.
Yeah,
This
and they
is
arrested him. He's
horrible.
in jail
Really
now.
sad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
bad. Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
they
Very
said it was
sad.
some sort of domestic
Domestic,
disturbance. Yeah. He got
Oh,
shot in
man.
the leg and she was
I think he was
killed.
He was 60 something. He's 63, and maybe she's 50 or something like that. I can't
Oh
remember.
man.
Yeah.
They used to
His
be on-
body
they used to
don't.
be
His
on-
body don't look 63. He's
No,
ripped.
no, he was in
Oh, is
shape.
he?
He was in shape. Yeah, he was in
And he used to be on the. He used to be on this cruise ship, man. I see him on there.
That's sad.
Wow. I just hate this. The domestic disturbance.
Too much gun violence, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, too much violence.
Yeah.
Yes.
Period.
You're right.
Yeah, just violence.
I don't
What's
get it.
wrong with
What's wrong with
everybody
people these days?
Yeah.
Man, the racism, the violence, it's just so much
We're living
going
in a
on.
crazy world. We are. Wow.
The
Yeah.
world is violent.
Mm-hmm.
Very violent.
I just hate to see that.
A lot of people know him. I mean, man.
No, I mean, a lot of people know this guy.
Yeah, in the city, man.
In Houston.
Yeah.
Well, we have to send our sympathy and condolences out to
the family.
Miss Patricia.
Yeah, your
the
family.
victim.
All right, we're going to move on here, guys. Coming up, more music, more fun on the Steve Harvey Morning Show at 20 minutes after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Mariah Carey kept it classy. She passed the torch to Lil Nas X when Old Town Road passed One Sweet Day in the race for the most time on top of the charts. Mariah tweeted sending love and congrats to at Lil Nas X on breaking one of the longest running records in music history. We've been blessed to hold this record with a song that means a great deal to at Boys to Men and myself and has touched so many. Keep living your best life. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Yeah, 17 weeks, 17 weeks on top of the charts. Yeah. Are you happy for him, Jay?
Yes, I am. Well, whatever. You know, my son got a couple of weeks riding out there, but, you know, hey, whatever.
Yeah, he was hating on him yesterday.
I know.
Jay was hating on Lil Nas
Yeah,
X.
he was. Yeah.
All the murdered hits he got, ain't not one of them made the chart.
He got a good
That's
one,
what it
though,
was.
too.
Oh, yeah, he got
good
the
one.
good one.
Yeah, he murdered the Old Town Road.
Yeah, he
but
did.
he still was salty.
Well, Lil Nas X isn't the only one making Billboard history this
Congratulations.
Yeah.
How about that?
week. Begrudgingly, he said. All right, so Blue Ivy Carter is now the youngest female artist in history on the Billboard Hot 100 at 7.5 years old. Blue Ivy's first appearance on the charts comes thanks to her mom, of course, Beyonce, who put her on the track called Brown Skin Girl. The song appears on Beyonce's Lion King-inspired album, The Lion King, The Gift, which debuted at number 2 overall. Congratulations. Yeah. Look at that baby. Yeah. All right, more coming up. More music and more fun at 33 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, we have some trending sports viral video news. People are upset, Junior, with LeBron James, and he's being criticized for a celebration of one of his son's games. Please explain, Junior, what's going on?
Yeah, so LeBron is in this video, and he's on the sideline of one of his son's, Bronny's game.
LeBron Jr.
Yeah, LeBron Jr. And he's cheering him on, but Bronny went up and finished an alley-oop, though. And LeBron went crazy, as any father should. And, you know, so they're trying to say that he was trying to steal his son's spotlight, which I don't see a problem with that.
Wait, what?
If my son could dunk,
I'm doing a flip.
What? But why? I think he just getting across because it's LeBron James. He's already a superstar.
Yeah.
And then he's at his son's game. He already has a dominating presence if you walk in the room anyway.
Yeah.
And now his son is out there playing his game, and his son can ball too. It's not like his son's a scrub.
Oh, okay.
His son is scrub. His son can really ball.
Yeah.
This is top of the line talent he playing against. But his son
What are you
finished an
supposed
alley
to
oop.
do? Really?
I don't know. Because LeBron went on the court and lost his shoe, but tried to get out the way because they was coming back.
He was celebrating
But he
too
was
hard.
celebrating too
He
hard.
did celebrate too much.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, he was happy. That's just a proud papa. That's all that
That's
is.
proud moment. I don't see nothing wrong with that. But I ask you sometime.
LeBron, can you get your ass off the court? Yeah, you. Get your shoe. Get your ass off the court. So you can finish the game.
This is not about you, LeBron.
It's not about you this time, okay? You don't see the other fathers running out there, do you? Get your damn shoe.
Put your shoe on.
So now wait, y'all turning. So first y'all was saying he was celebrating, so now y'all saying he went too far.
I don't see
he went
what's
too
wrong
far.
with it.
Yeah.
I'm not
I
saying
just don't
that. I
meet.
think he was
Well,
just
it's
a
just
proud
an
papa.
excited dad, yeah.
He just got to learn to tie his shoes up.
How much your shoes cost that they come off? Why? They some expensive ass shoes. Nephew Tommy, could you get your ass off the floor so we can finish the game?
If Tasha and them team win first place,
you already know.
And she get
Tasha Mama,
MVP.
could you get your ass off them
Well, you know they already won the summit and championship. You didn't see me walking. You didn't see my video.
Yeah,
my moment.
All right, guys, coming up at 34. So if you guys think LeBron went too far, please go to Steve Harvey FM and leave a comment, okay? Did he go too far or didn't he?
I think it went too far.
We think you go too far, okay? All right, we'll be back with our last break of the day, and we'll do Jay's What Have We Learned Today segment coming up at 49 after the hour, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, last break of the day. We made it over the hump, people. Yes, we did. Yeah. It's smooth sailing from here on out. Yes, it is.
Nothing but smooth sailing.
Once you get past hump day, that's really the main day of you start counting down. Okay.
It's practically the weekend, baby.
About to be the
What?
weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
All
start
right.
counting down with the weekend, baby.
So, Jay,
I'm
let's
going.
get to it. Your segment. Let's go.
I can't tell how many times I've heard that and paid good money for it. But anyway, each and every day what we've been doing on the Steve Harvey Morning Show is we've been going around the room, finding out from the participants who participate on this show right here, what did they learn today. So today we'll do it again, starting with Shirley Strawberry. What did you learn today?
All right, Jay, you know what I learned? I learned don't underestimate anyone. Just because someone used to be a former stripper, just because they're a rapper now, they're doing big things and they influence a lot of people. I'm talking about Cardi B. She had a meeting with Bernie Sanders in Detroit at a nail salon. They talked politics. Bernie Sanders is Cardi B's candidate of choice, and she wants people to, educate themselves and to find out what's going on as far as politics are concerned, so you can vote. That is the most important thing. So hats off to Cardi B. She's got a lot of followers on the gram and all of that, and she has a lot of influence. So listen to her. People of her generation and millennials and all, get out and vote. Listen to Cardi B. If you don't want to hear it from us, Cardi B is right there telling you to do the same thing. So that's what I learned. I know you really have to.
You can't do that long.
I know, right?
Yeah. You can't do that around a lot of people, too, yeah.
A mating season out here, right?
Yeah.
You know what? You keep doing that, something gonna show up at your front door.
Mating season. I love it. Yeah, Cardi says, stay tuned to see how Bernie will fight for economic, racial, and social justice for all. So you go, Cardi.
That's what she learned.
Go ahead,
You
girl.
go, Bernie. What did you learn today?
Well, I learned that Elizabeth Warren and Bernie Sanders was just out there killing them at the debate.
Because I'm old.
Yeah, and I don't know. Amy Klobuchar's answer about African Americans and race. Wah, wah, wah.
Oh, crickets and all of that.
Yeah. So I learned that I'm going to watch debate tonight to see Biden, Harris, Booker. Let's see. It's going to be feisty
Here we go,
tonight.
baby.
Yeah.
That's going to be the one here.
Yeah.
It's going to be the one.
It's gonna be the one, yeah.
All
It should start off tomorrow night with the In This Corner. All right, Junior, what'd you learn today?
I really learned something from time today, shocking as this may sound.
What?
But when we were talking about Nicki Minaj and her fiance, and some people can change, wait till you hear the whole record first. Then make a decision about whether you think they can change. Yeah.
Listen to the whole
And
story.
Tommy
first.
told me that today. I appreciate that lesson, man.
Don't jump to
Hear
conclusion.
everything.
Yeah.
The phrase "wait for it" means a lot.
Yeah.
Don't rush to judgment.
Get all the traffic tickets. Get all that in.
All right, Junior, that's what you learned.
Yeah. Man.
Tommy, what did you learn today?
I learned a couple things today. I did. I learned, first of all, LeBron James got to learn to tie his shoes up when he go watch his son play basketball at AAU. If you're going to jump out there and celebrate your son dunking, you know, at least have your shoes tied up and not run out there and be the daddy that's got a shoe on the court and, you know, everybody looking at you crazy. Second thing I've learned is we got to work on these young boys at 18 watching, you know, advanced porn. We got to start them slow. You know, I want to learn that strawberry letter right there. You got to start slow.
No, Tommy.
Yeah, you can't. You know what I'm saying? You know what? If you want to, you got to start slow. Like, you know, when we was growing up, you know, you had that J.C. Penney catalog. You see what I'm saying? You right there.
Oh,
that's where you started.
Yeah.
Yeah. You go to that little section. You work your way up. Work your way up. You know, I ain't do whips and chains till I was 39. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, that's
So
good.
you were a late bloomer?
I was late. Well, what about you, Jay? What you learned?
Here's what I learned today. On a dare, and somebody talking about me and saying that I never did anything for leukemia. I like to think, no. You said it. You put it out there. You said, Jay ain't did a damn thing for leukemia.
He has not
I
forgotten
thought
that.
this was my friend. I'm the president of Team Tommy.
Well, Jay,
but
you
you know,
had
with that being said, having leukemia, last night was a great night. A lot of comedians came out, man. We raised money for the cancer research, and we gave it all to the cancer research. So I'd like to thank each and everybody who came out last night and participated. The comics came out. They did time. They didn't get paid. Of course, they never get paid. But anyway, this was a different circumstance, and I want to thank everybody who came out last night. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Aww.
Now, I have done something for
You
the
have.
kids.
Go ahead,
Jay.
Yeah,
man.
Jay.
And Jay, it
Congratulations,
was
Jay.
I didn't
Can't
mean
say
it
that
like-
no more time.
I know, but I didn't mean. He took it to heart.
Yeah, he did.
He had just gotten leukemia, and it was like 2 weeks later, and he acted like he was a spokesperson. I'm like, you ain't done nothing. for
I
them
think
yet.
it was the phrase "a damn thing for leukemia."
That's what got you, Jay.
And now Jay over there angry fundraisers. I know damn well he ain't talking about me. Everybody get on out here to
And you
Jay
know how-
Thank you, everybody.
Right.
Thank you. Thank you.
You
It
know
was
how
great.
sensitive Tommy is.
Oh yeah.
I'm happy this
Thank
week,
you.
man. I'm finna go see my frat brothers in Philadelphia, man. I'm excited.
Aw,
I'm
that's
go.
nice.
We love us some Philly.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
K.A. side to the day I die.
All right, guys. We love you. We thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow. Steve, we see you on the gram living your best life, okay? We're holding it down for you, though.
We got it.
Yeah. For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit SteveHarveyFM.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.